Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And today I am there with one more theory of motivation, which was given by Mr. Husberg. So Mr. Husberg was a management theorist, and he developed this theory in the 1950s and conducted survey on 200 engineers and accountants. So what was his purpose? His purpose was to find out that what people want and what motivates them. So let us talk about this theory. What this theory says? It says actually Husberg had good links with Maslow, and he believed in a two-factor theory of motivation. He argued that business can have two factors that motivate employees. Okay, so these factors he introduced as motivators and hygiene factors. Okay, so motivators are what? That would directly motivate employees to work harder, and the hygiene then however there were also factors that will demotivate an employee if not present, but would not actually motivate employees to work harder. So these were called as hygiene factors, right? So motivators were which can encourage employees to work harder, and hygiene factors actually these won't encourage employees to work harder, but they will cause them to become unmotivated if they are not present. If hygiene factors are not present, the employees will get motivated. So let us have a look on what were these factors. These factors were hygiene factors, were the working conditions, the co-worker relations. So let us first come to the main point, okay, that Husberg had put forward. He said that improving the motivator factor increases job satisfaction. Okay, these are the motivator factors, right? And he said that improving the hygiene factors decreases job dissatisfaction. Okay, just understand this word, job dissatisfaction. Fine. So he said actually that if these particular factors, okay, are not there, are not present, or are towards the lower side, if they are low, okay, so obviously the employee will get dissatisfied. Okay, it will cause job dissatisfaction. And motivator factors, if they are improved, so job satisfaction will increase. Okay, so this was what he said. So let us look at what were these factors. अरे यार छोड़ो इसको, ये तो गड़बड़ हो गया. डिस्कार्ड. Hello friends, I am Swati again in front of you with my channel and with a new theory of motivation, that is Husberg theory of motivation. Okay, so let us go to it. So this was Mr. Husberg, who was a management theorist, right? And he developed this theory in the 1950s and conducted a survey on 200 engineers and accountants. So what was the purpose? The purpose was that he wanted to find out that what people want and what motivates them. Okay, so just look at what the theory says. Husberg had actually close links with Maslow, okay, and he believed in a two-factor theory of motivation. So he said that there are two factors that an organization can have which motivate employees. Okay, So these factors are motivators which can encourage employees to work harder, okay, which directly motivates employees. And there are hygiene factors. These are the factors, these won't encourage employees to work harder, but they will, if they are not present, if the hygiene factors are not present, the employees will get dissatisfied, okay, they will lose the interest in working, rather they will not be motivated, they will be demotivated. Now let us look at these two factors, okay. So in a crux, it he said that improving the motivator factors increases job satisfaction, while improving the hygiene factor decreases job dissatisfaction, right? Means if they are decreased, okay, or if they are not present, job satisfaction is caused. Now let us talk about them one by one. So let us first talk about the motivator factors. So first was achievement. A job must give an employee a sense of achievement. This will provide a proud feeling of having done something difficult but worthwhile. Obviously achievement is something which motivates any person, so it is a very important motivator. Then recognition. So this point says that a job must provide an employee with praise and recognition of their success of their work. This recognition should come from both their superiors and peers, so they will be motivated. Then responsibility says that employees should own their work, they should hold themselves responsible for this for completion of their work, and they should hold the responsibility to complete the task given to them. So responsibility is, when responsibility is given to anybody in a group of people, if the responsibility is given to one person, okay, so obviously he feels good that the boss has believed in his ability, okay, that he will be able to manage. That's why the responsibility has been given to this person. So obviously it also becomes a motivator for that person, okay. Then the work itself, the job itself must be interesting, varied, and should provide enough of challenge to keep the employee motivated. Then advancement is like every employee should have promotion opportunities, okay, opportunities to succeed, opportunities to get promoted should be there, should exist in the organization for motivating employees. And lastly, if we talk of personal growth, it says that the job should give employees the opportunity to learn new skills, okay. This can either happen either on the job or through formal training. So these are the things, motivator factors that motivates any employee. And if we talk of hygiene factors, so let us talk about them one by one. So first factor is working conditions. So working conditions says that equipment and the working environment provided to any employee should be safe and fit and should be hygienic, okay. It should not create any health hazard for the person, okay. So this is a first hygiene factor. Then co-worker relations, so it says that there should be no tolerance for bullying or cliques. A healthy, amiable and appropriate relation should exist between peers, superiors and subordinates, okay. Then policy, talking about the policies and rules, these should be fair and clear to every employee, and all the policies must also be equivalent to those of competitors, fine. So this is about policies. Supervisor quality, so it says that supervision must be fair and appropriate, means it should be transparent. The employee should be given as much autonomy as is reasonable, okay. So this is about supervisor's quality. Now lastly, talking about the pay, wage and salary, the pay structure should be fair and reasonable. It should also be competitive with other organizations in the same industry. So these were the factors that he talked about. So here these arrows are telling us clearly that poor hygiene factor decreases employee job satisfaction. Decreases, it is towards a downwards turn. Fine. And motivator factors increase employee job satisfaction. So here job satisfaction is getting decreased, and if the hygiene factors are poor or not present, and here if the motivating factors are increasing at the upper level, like increasing at a level, so they will cause employee to be satisfied. Now there have been a critical analysis of Husberg's theory. Any improvement in hygiene factors do not motivate workers, but their reduction below a certain level will dissatisfy them. If at a certain level the hygiene factors are reduced, okay, so they will dissatisfy. This theory was also limited to the engineers and accountants, okay, and it doesn't it doesn't apply on some other categories of people. So because of this, the critics criticize this theory. And here a very important thing that needs to be understood is there is a mixing up of both the factors in a job, okay, which cannot be separated as intrinsic and extrinsic. So it is this model, obviously this model is not applicable in all the conditions. So if we come to the conclusion, Husberg's motivation theory provides us two factors that affect motivation in the workplace. These are hygiene factors and motivating factors. Hygiene factors will cause an employees to work less if not present, and motivating workers will encourage an employee to work harder if present, right? Then how to use this model in organization, okay, as a manager, okay. So there is a two-step process to use this two-factor theory model to increase the motivation of your team, of your employees. First is you need to eliminate the job hygiene stressors, fine, and you need to boost job satisfaction, and obviously you need to increase the motivators. You need to check whether the motivating factors are on an increase or not, and you have to be very particular about the job hygiene factors being present. So that's it for today. Hope you liked it. Watch, and if you like it, please give it a like and subscribe. I will be right back with one more theory of motivation. Bye bye. Enjoy. Happy watching.